everyone. Or I should say, good afternoon. We're a little late on this one. So, I figured in this video, we kind of recap what's happened the last few weeks, last month or so, and then we'll talk a little bit about my album coming up. So, I tried making this video 2 days after, and I just started rambling, and quite honestly, I didn't want to depress anybody. But if you don't know, in early March, actually mid-March, we lost our family dog, Cooper. I have a build video and like a little dedication on my other channel for a ball that he used to play with that I have mounted up on my wall. And then a month later, we lost my dad. He was, I think he was 56, about to turn 57. Not entirely sure. He was diagnosed with, at the time, it was stage 3 colorectal cancer. And then he went through treatment, chemo and radiation, which actually he did pretty good through all of it, other than being in pain from the drugs and the radiation. He actually did pretty good. He wasn't ever sick that I know of. Lost some weight, but he also lost weight because they did a coloectomy, whatever the surgery is where they basically remove your colon. He went through that. They rebuilt him a J pouch, which is a very fascinating thing. I didn't know that was even possible. Did that for him. He was good for a little bit, and then his cancer came back in his liver, and they upped it to stage 4 colorectal cancer because it metastasized through his body. Goes back in for surgery, if I remember right, he didn't have to do chemo again, but he did radiation. Did a surgery, took the cancer out, and then he was good for another few years. But then his health just really started to decline over the last few years, and I think we knew this was coming, because we took some family pictures back in September, which part of the thing that I'm going through right now is I've had some pretty bad anxiety, which I've never had anxiety before, not to this extent. And I think it was trauma-induced anxiety because when we took those family pictures, he looked awful. Like, he looked like he was going to kill over right then and there. But thankfully he didn't, and I'm actually glad that he showed up because it was, in fact, the last time that we all took family pictures, which we all kind of thought would be the case. And ever since that, I've just been dealing with this horrible anxiety to a point where there for a while I couldn't even go out except to work into the store. And when I'd go to the store, it would be a very quick in and out. It got to a point where I now know every direction I need to go to avoid as little traffic as possible, few stoplights as possible, just so I can get situations and not have a panic attack. But we're slowly getting better, and then his health really took a turn for the worse in the last few weeks leading up to his eventual passing. The eventual cause of death was just complications from stage 4 colorectal cancer. Why am I telling you this? Well, obviously I have to take some time for myself, which is why I haven't really been doing much. I've been trying to get out and fish more, and I've been making some videos for fishing for my other channel, which I think I like those videos better than my work stuff, to be honest, because I could be just a little bit more honest. I can actually talk, and you could see the realities of fishing, which I will say, I've got another video that's going to be coming out very soon. Some fun stuff happens in that. I'm going to call it the one with the moss, like a Friends episode, because I was just getting moss after moss after moss, which can be a good thing for fishing, but it's just annoying when you have to clean it off your lure all the time. And at some point, I hooked my thumb, so that's always fun. You get to see me get very frustrated and pissed off. But yeah, I've been enjoying those videos too. Now, as for why I haven't been posting much on this channel, I'm making the album still. I'm in the process of editing more songs and recording more songs, and after I release this video, I'm going to record the last 2 songs. Jumping in while I'm editing this video, I do just want to say 2 songs on this album were actually played by me at my dad's funeral, and everybody said that was a great dedication to your dad. I didn't play it live. I actually played the recordings that you're going to see. Those are finished. I'm not even going to touch those anymore. With the amount of feedback that I got on the 2 songs, I think I'm content with them. So you'll know which ones they are. They're going to be the last 2 on the album. So just wanted to say that. Which you'll find out what those are. The one you saw at the beginning was Freight Train. And that's not the final sound. Like, everything I've shown you so far, it's not the final sound. I've still got to edit. I might add more instruments. I might add the backing drum. I'm not sure. Some of the songs sound better without the drum. Sounds a lot more peaceful if it's just the guitars going. What else? Now, the question I have for you all: when I release this album, do you want me to release them as individual videos, kind of like I did for my Sunny Side of Columbia album, or do you want me to just post like one long video with everything summed up? It'd probably be like a 20-minute, 30-minute long video, because most of the songs on there are the short versions. There are some songs that are long versions, or full versions. But the only reason I ask is because I don't monetize my YouTube channel. I am big enough to do it, but I'm not big enough to where I could make a decent living off of it. It'd give me like a tank of gas every month. So where I'm going with that is YouTube is frustrating because a lot of my videos are copyrighted because of the title and the title alone. So either I'm really good at making these recordings sound like the original, or YouTube is just stupid, and even when I do songs with no words but the title, they copyright it, and when they do, they put an ad on the video. So I've been thinking about this. I can do one long album, give it the name, which I already have the name, with just like a picture of, the cover art, and then every time the next song pops up, I can just pop it up. This is what song this is. That's one idea. The other idea, split it up like I did with Sunny Side of Columbia with the names. Or I split it up and I put the song title, but it's not the actual song title. Like, I Walk the Line could be Because You're Mine. Something like that. Hey Porter would be a hard one to do. Long Black Veil could be She Walks These Hills. Something like that. Something to where they won't copyright it and put an ad on it, because it's frustrating to me when I want to rewatch an old video of mine and I have to sit through a 30-second ad that I did not put on there, but YouTube thought that an ad needed to be on there because I copywrote, sorry I flipped you off, that I copywrote a song. I didn't. Well, I did, but I didn't sing it. It's my version of what I've listened to. It's my playing. It's not my song. I keep wanting to say it's my song. It's not, but it's my version of it. That's all I'm trying to say. So, when the album comes out, what do you think I should do? I will do whatever at this point. So, leave a comment down below on what you want. I am thinking it'll get released sometime next month. That's what that's what I'm aiming for. Don't hold me to it. Obviously, you can't hold me to anything at this point. So, but plan on next month. Might have some more questions. Also, go into my channel and go to my post section. I post a lot of things there, like questions I'm asking you, and I don't get a lot of engagement on there, and I need answers. Because, yes, it's my stuff, but I want to give you all what you want to see, which I know a lot of what you want to see are lessons and tabs. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't have the capability right now to do it. That's why I'm not doing it. I can do lessons, I can do walkthroughs and all that, but there's always going to be someone out there who says, this was a really great video. Can you give me the tabs? It's like, no, I can't. I didn't make tabs. Watch the video. Slow it down if you have to. I know, that was a little harsh, but I don't care. Am I being too harsh? Am I a little frustrated right now? Well, I kind of been frustrated all day, but I want to get a video out to you. So, you want to see the real me? This is the real me. I promise I'm not a jerk in person. Anyway, before we get more off track, I think I'm going to end it here. So, that's where I've been. We'll get back to it eventually. At some point. We're still grieving, but we'll get through it. Because we have no choice. I am an adult now. And adults have to do things. I have to make a living. I have to go places to make a living. That's all I got. That's too philosophical. So yeah, leave your comments down below on what you want to see for the album. Look forward to it coming out soon. Anyway, enough of that. See you in the next one.